It's really hard, right? Because there were always people saying, you can't get that close to guys. You can't get that close to guys. I'm like, look, basketball is X number of years of your life in the NBA, right? The rest of your life is a whole lot longer.
For sure.
And we'll have that relationship that entire time. You know, and there's guys like, I let Steve Nash walk. It was probably the biggest mistake I made during my term as running the Mavs. And he didn't like me for a while, but now we're cool again, right? But, you know, and I'm cool with Luka. You know, it's just, that's the NBA. That's the business of the NBA. But the hardest part about all that is usually the CBA. The CBA makes everything either easier or harder. Early on, it made it easier because when I first got in, it was just a bunch of old guys that they weren't about basketball. They were about their businesses. And they bought a basketball team for whatever reason. Excuse me. So I can, you know, I would buy draft picks. I would, you know, and they didn't care. They just wanted to check. So it made it easier for the Mavs. And then the next CBA came around in 2011. There was a little bit of walkout. But now this latest one with the second apron, how you build a team changes completely.
It has changed.
Everything.
Everything. And it kind of makes the vets a lot harder making teams. It definitely makes the vets a lot harder teams. And it's like,
because your minimum is like 2.8, depending on how long you've been in, right?
It's crazy now. Like you got to pay a vet minimum is like $4 million at this point.
And like what they count against the cap is like less than that now because they do this credit back, but still it's a lot. You know, like last year with the Mavs, we couldn't even add Brandon Williams. It was just a rookie contract, right? Until there were like 8 days left in the season, just because of the second apron, because we had made a trade. And so just trying to make all those pieces fit, you know, and you see OKC signing these guys, these 3 guys, and it was actually smart, right? Because when you look at where the cap is going, up 10% a year for the next however many years, you want to sign your best player sooner rather than later, because if you're going to pay the max, the sooner you sign them, the lower the max percentage. Right. So if you're paying 25% of a lower number, that's better than them saying, okay, because it took Sam Presti saying to them, please sign now. Don't wait an extra year when you'll be up against a bigger cap. I'll give you the max, sign now, because that'll help us. And
then we can continue to build. And that's the thing. It's like, I wonder, what was you said Steve Nash was your hardest.
Yeah, that was my mistake.
That was your biggest mistake.
That was my mistake.
Why'd you let him walk?
Because the year before he left as a free agent, he was hurt a lot. And our doctor, he was averaging like, and I'll never forget, he was averaging like 29 minutes a game. And if he's going to be your guy, you got to be playing more than 29 minutes a game, right? And our doctors said it could be an ongoing problem. Steve worked his ass off to make sure it wasn't a problem and wins 2 MVPs. Just like Luka's probably going to win 2 MVPs, right? You know, JB would, you know, it's just the way it works. You're not going to get them right.
What was your hardest trade?
Eric Strickland.
Really?
Yeah. Eric showed me the ropes a lot when I first got to the Mavs, and we hung out. Because you got to remember, like, I'm 41 when I buy the Mavs. So there wasn't like some guys, I was younger than a couple guys in the league. You know? That's one of the reasons we signed Kevin Willis, because he was older than me. And I wanted one guy to be older than me. And so, I mean, I was close to a lot of guys, but I got really close to Strick, and that one was tough. We traded him to New York for Donnell Harvey, and, you know, Donnell didn't work out, unfortunately, but yeah, that was the toughest one.